Before Tory Lanez broke onto the scene with his debut album, I Told You, reaching number 4 and his hit single Love earning him his first Grammy nomination. Before Lanez teamed up with Meek Mill, Soulja Boy, Kingston, DJ Drama, Dizzy Wright, and Kashmir Cat. Or the Swavenation leader would bring his net worth to an estimated $1.5 million, selling out his insane live concerts, crowd surfing with guys in wheelchairs, and starting 1 or 2 riots. Before Tory Lanez would start off 2017 with a bang, dropping his new Chixtape 4 and the new Toronto 2 projects. Tory grew up the son of a preacher man who suddenly lost his mother when he was 11. Her death left him feeling lost and angry, and he turned to rap to help vent his frustrations. With no respect for authority, he was expelled from every school he went to and kicked out by his relatives. Homeless in the streets of Toronto and hustling to get by, it would take 4 charges in court to give this young artist the wake-up call he needed. What's going on, guys? My name is Michael McCrudden, documenting the life and career of fellow Torontonian Tory Lanez prior to fame, here for you on Before They Are Famous. Now, we recently did an updated video on the weekend. You might want to check that one out if you haven't already. But as always, be sure to let us know in the comments down below who you want me to document next. A lot of you guys asked for this one on Instagram, so for you guys, a little extra love.
10% human being, 90% turnout.
Tory Lanez was born Dystar Peterson on July 27, 1992 in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. His mother Luella immigrated from Curacao and his father, Sunstar, came from Barbados. Bonus points to Sunstar for giving his kid an equal awesome name. Dystar grew up in Montreal and was the youngest of 3 brothers and 2 sisters. After a few years there, his family flew south and relocated to Miami, where Dystar began rapping around the house at the age of 9. One day, his mother, who was anemic, wasn't feeling well and went to the hospital. By the time Dystar came home from school that day, she had died from a rare side effect from her condition. Confused and angry by the sudden loss of his mother, Dystar became a troublemaker with no respect for authority. His father found strength in his faith and became an ordained minister, but would have to travel all over the country for work. Dystar was just 11 and traveled along with him, while the rest of the family splintered off.
The influence that my dad had and the way he spoke to people, I think plays a big part in the type of person I am and the type of confidence that I have.
A year later, his father remarried and moved to Atlanta, Georgia, where Dystar was still up to no good. His friends gave him the nickname Lane since he was always chasing thrills in the streets and skateboarding in the middle of traffic. His behavior kept getting him expelled from school, and eventually his dad had enough. He was sent to live with an older brother in New York and then moved back home to Toronto to live with his grandmother. Now in high school, Dystar kept up his rapping and called himself Notorious after one of his biggest idols, Biggie. Notorious eventually got shortened to Tory, and he started going by Tory Lanez.
Literally on my record, I'm expelled from every school I went to up until I dropped out. And I moved around a lot.
Now I'm surprised he didn't just keep the name Dystar. I mean, right off the bat, he wasn't doing so bad. Well, Tory Lanez at school, he wasn't very popular. He was a cocky rapper from America who didn't care about the people around him. He was a handful and a little too much trouble for his grandmother to take care of, so she kicked him out the house while he was in the 10th grade. And that's when he decided to drop out of school. Lanez moved to downtown Toronto and had to learn how to fend for himself quick. He was living with 5 other guys he didn't really know and was constantly fighting them. To escape, he'd freestyle battle constantly and perform at outdoor concerts. Then when he was 17, Tory learned how to sing without any training and experimented with different music styles. But he needed to get out of that house he was living in with those other guys. Shit was about to hit the fan, and he was too proud to ask anyone for help. He left and lived in parks until he could afford a place from what he made off robberies. He went around with a friend robbing jewelry stores and mugging people. His friend loved it, but for Lanez, the only thing that satisfied him and made his life feel important was his music. While facing 4 charges in court, he knew it was time to give up the life of petty crime and take his music career seriously. He released his first mixtape in 2009 titled TL2TO and started posting up music videos on his YouTube channel. Then in 2010, Kingston stumbled on one of his freestyles and was impressed. He asked Tory to meet with him on his tour with Justin Bieber and even got him to perform live.
You know the stage. Yo.
First performance. I'm ready, baby.
He signed with Kingston's label Time Is Money when he was just 18, releasing several more mixtapes before going independent. His new work repped Toronto hard and quickly built a local fan base that helped spread his signature Swavey sound around the world. As for the rest of the story, well, you know the story because this is before they're famous. My name is Michael McCrudden and I am a man from Toronto who also makes a lot of bios on YouTube, on rappers. And we do other people as well. Be sure to browse around, check out one of these videos down below. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. I'll see you guys in another one.